Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Escucha bien, oye lo que me pasó. Anoche salí con los amigos, tuve un descontrol. Le di toda la noche a los tragos y sin querer tomé demasiado. Llegué el tipo 7 a la casa, ya ve que me aventó. Ay, mi mujer peleando en la puerta y yo pidiendo cama porque se me reventaba la cabeza. Dale, vieja, dale, ábreme la ventana, prendeme el aire, tráeme una botella de soda grande y háblame tipo 12 y media cuando me pique grande. Dale, vieja, dale.
Yes! I'm back! Welcome everybody! Did you enjoy the salsa class? Did you enjoy the bachata class? Alright, last week we had a 3-part series on each, but we also had cha-cha last week, and this week I decided to change it up a little bit and do a 3-part series on merengue. So I hope you guys are there. My name is Joe Burgos, founder of the Piel Canela Dance School in New York City, and we hope we're reaching you at home and bringing smiles and alleviating all that stress you have. So if you're at home with your family, get them up and dancing. If you're there with a special someone, even better. If you're there by yourself, well, dance with me, and we hope to see you smiling soon. Now guys, let me remind you how this works. If you want the center image, the center view, all you have to do is go ahead and turn on YouTube. You can go ahead and do that by logging onto your smart TV, finding us at Piel Canela Dancers, and you have the center view. But if you have a mobile device, find us on Instagram or on Facebook, and if you have all of it, you have 3 angles and optimized viewing of the class today. You guys ready to get started? I know I am. Let's do this. So I want to go ahead and remind you 3 golden rules of Latin dancing. That includes merengue. Number 1, I need you to go ahead and bend your knees so that your kneecaps are hovering over your toes. Yeah, right over the knuckles of your toes. Why do we do that? Eventually we're going to do that so that we can move our body. Very important in all Latin dance styles. Number 2, you want to keep the heels off the ground, and what that does, it immediately pushes your body weight to the balls of your feet, which makes you faster. And as dancers, we always want to be fast, right? So again, you want to bend your knees, want to keep your heels off the ground. And number 3, remember that a step for a dancer is when your foot leaves the ground, reunites with the ground, and your body weight goes completely to that foot. Very important. How do you make sure that your weight is there? Make sure that the middle of your rib cage is hovering over the balls of your foot. And that's how you get the weight to be. Yeah? So bend your knees, heels off the ground, remember to switch your body weight, and let's get started. From here, guys, for the Merengue Basic, what we're going to do is start by warming up our knees a little bit. So we're going to do this sideways. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to kind of bend your knees so that your knees begin to come forward. Don't do them both at the same time, yes? Because then you're just kind of beginning pachanga, what we're doing there. Instead, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and just move the left knee and then the right knee. The left knee forward, right knee forward. Now, some of you may find that hard if you're especially standing really tall. Then you make it really difficult to move your knees forward. Bend your knees and bring your seat down about 3 to 4 inches. And that'll make it easy for you to alternate which knee. It's like you're running in place almost. Yeah? Running in place. All right. So keep that in mind, and we're going to try doing the basic. We're going to go ahead and bend our knees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the right leg back. Okay? My right leg is back. And I'm going to keep the weight on the right leg while the left knee is slightly bent. And as I transfer the weight, I begin to bend my knee, my left knee, even further. Then I'm going to switch from the right being locked and the left knee being bent to the left knee being locked and the right knee being bent. And that's how I'm alternating that, is how I'm going to get my knees to go forward one at a time. Yes? So, once again, I'm bending both knees. I'm starting with my right knee back, my left knee forward. Yes? And as I transfer the weight, yes, I'm going to go ahead and switch from one leg to the other. That's the idea. All right? Notice that my feet have not left the ground yet. We're only working on our knee movement. Again, bend those knees. Yes? Leave the weight on the right, and as I transfer the weight to the left, I bend my left knee, and then I switch. And I switch, and I switch from one side. Alternating my knees from one side to the other. Now, while doing that, yes, once you have that, what we want to do is we want to take the steps. But let's go ahead and step in place. And without the knee movement, all I'm really going to do is going to step left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm alternating, like I'm marching in place. That's what I'm trying to do, yes? Again, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. We're basically marching in place. The secret is, can we put both those actions together? Can we put our knees action together with our marching action together to do the merengue basic? So from this position, what am I going to do again? I'm going to step 1, and as I'm transferring away to the left, I'm taking that step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to do it in 8 counts. If you see me sideways, you're going to notice I bend my left knee. You see it bent? Nice and bent, while my right knee is still back there. And I go from one side to the other, while now taking that marching step. Yeah, here we go. Let's try that again. Starting with the weight on my right, I'm moving on to my left. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? One of the actions that you're going to notice right away is that your hips begin to move. But they're only going to move if you continuously keep both knees nice and bent. As you transfer the weight, automatically, the leg that goes back will raise your hip as well into your rib cage. And since one is connected to the other, while the right hip is going up, the left hip goes down. So you get this kind of an action from your waist and your hips. So let's try that again. Keeping that in mind, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let it go. You can even exaggerate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes? Or keep it small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes? What we don't want to do is kind of be mechanical and march in place. Keep the knees bent. Keep your hips loose. Integrate your shoulders. We'll talk more about body movement this weekend in Bianca's class. But let's try this with music. Let's try the basic with music, and we'll take it from there. Yes!
Oye, soy yo, tu poquito, otra vez que sigo rompiendo.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Cuando pierda todas las partidas,
5, 6, 7, 8.
cuando duerma con la soledad,
5, 6, 7, 8.
cuando se me cierren las salidas y la noche no me deje en paz, cuando tenga miedo del silencio, cuando cueste mantenerse pie, cuando se revelen los recuerdos y me ponga contra la pared. Resistiré para seguir viviendo, me conteneré de hierro para endurecer la piel, aunque los vientos de la vida soplen fuerte. Soy como el junco que se dobla, pero siempre sigue en pie. Resistiré para seguir viviendo, me conteneré.
All right, did you get the basic? I hope you did. I hope you're willing to move. Make sure you get a drink of water because we got a lot more to show you, yes? Marching step, bending the knees. The 2 key factors of the merengue basic, yes? Notice, if we were dancing bachata, it would be more focused on your hips, yes? Your knees are going to move because they're connected to your hips, but in merengue, it's the opposite. We want to focus on the knees moving to move everything else, yes? That's why it feels like you're almost marching in place, yeah? With that same basic step, we're going to go ahead and travel, yes? So we can practice it. Let's try the same song and stay with me, guys.
Se me rompan en
5,
pedazos,
6, in place first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. What we're going to do now is travel to the left. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you get to the knee, we're going to tap like we did it left now. Then we're going to travel 8 times to the right side. So we're going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to tap on the left leg. Now we're going to repeat the whole thing all over again. We call this bachata. Ready? Here we go.
Cuando se me cierren
Take
las
it back.
salidas
6, 7, and
y la
1,
noche
2,
no me
3, 4.
deje
Here
en
we go.
paz,
6, 7, and 1,
cuando
2,
tenga velocidad.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1,
Cuando
2,
cueste
3,
mantenerse en
5,
pie.
6, 7, 8, and 1,
Cuando
2,
se
3,
revelen los
5,
recuerdos
6, 7, 8, and
y
1,
me ponga contra la
5,
pared.
6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3,
desde la piel y aunque los vientos de la vida soplen fuerte, soy como el junco que se dobla pero siempre sigue en pie. Resistiré para que mi revolveré los males y jamás me venceré. Y aunque los sueños se me rompan en pedazos, yo resistiré, yo resistiré y sigo.
Awesome.
Resistiré.
I hope you're nice and warmed up, you're nice and loose. We're going to do the same thing but a little faster. We're going to do it in a count of 4. Let's give that a shot with the same song. 5, 6, basic verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Resistiré.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Vientos de la vida soplen fuerte, soy como el junco que se dobla pero siempre sigue en pie. Resistiré para seguir, revolveré los males y jamás me venceré. Aunque los sueños se me rompan en pedazos, yo resistiré, yo resistiré.
Instead of 2 counts, bring it back to 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So I gave you 4 words, guys. You're going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts. 1 time back. We want to make sure that you get some drink of water. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget, spread the word. We want to bring smiles to everybody. Number 1, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. And if you're looking at us through Instagram, follow us. I want to see some hearts. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you're also following us and giving us those likes that we need. Yes? But most of all, spread the word. These classes are free. And this is only part 1 of a 3-part Merengue series. We hope that we can get you and yours up and dancing. Yes? You ready to move on? Alright, so guess what? What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and do a right turn, and we're going to learn how to do a left turn. In merengue, very simple, because everything's pretty much stepped out. No spinning in merengue, at least not yet. So what are we going to do from here, guys? Check it out. We know our basic step, starting with the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I'm going to do is show you how to do the left turn in 8 steps as well. And the way we're going to do that is by taking the left leg and pointing in the direction that I'm going to be turning. You see? So I can come back to the original spot. Yes? So it's going to be on the odd numbers, I think. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. I was getting my odds and evens mixed up. So the odd numbers, guys, the left foot is pointing in the direction that you're traveling in. So if we're traveling to the left foot is going to step on 1 to the wall, 2, and then on 3 to the back, 4, and then on 5 to the left, 6, and back to 7 to the front, 8, and back to basic. So 8 steps for 1 left turn. When we go to the right, Similar. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the right foot. 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, finally 6, and 7, and back to the right we go. Yes? So again, 8 steps. You don't have to be so technical. You can just step 8 times to one side, 8 times to the left as we execute our turn, and you've got your right and left. Let's try this one first, and then we're going to make it faster. Here we go. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Yeah. Remember, point the left foot when you want to go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1. Yeah. Let's try the other side. Ready? We're starting with the right leg. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Let's do it again. And. Again.
Un descanso en el camino, una botella de vino.
Yes. Let's try to the left again. Here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5. Other side.
Aunque no llegues primero, un caballito cerrero que no corra por dinero, un palmar, un río, un pedacito de cielo.
Yeah, working fluid, the hips, the hands. That's it. Let's do it again. We're moving to the left. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 7. 4 to the right. Yes. But we combine it with what we know, guys. We're going to go 8 times to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Left turn. 10. Ah. That's it. 4 to the right. Yes. And stop. Well, guess what? Turning in 8 counts is very simple because you have all the time in the world. But we can also do it in counts of 4. We can do it in counts on 2. But in order to do so, well, I want to repeat what a pivot is. Very, very important. A pivot, yes, is when your foot only touches the ground with the balls of your feet. You see that? Only with the balls of your feet. My heel is off the ground. And by transferring my weight to the left foot, to the foot I'm stepping with, I can go ahead and pivot in any direction. Yes? Or twist in any direction. Now, how many degrees in a circle? You have 360 degrees in the circle, right? Well, if I went 360 degrees, I would complete a circle. That's not a pivot. We call that a spin. Instead, a pivot is anything less than 360 degrees. So maybe it's just 45. Maybe it's 90. Maybe it's 180. But certainly not 360 because it would be a spin. All of those are done on the balls of my feet. If my whole foot is planted on the floor, it's very difficult. Yes? With my entire foot planted on the floor, I can't really twist in any direction. It makes it really, really hard. Yes? But by being on the balls of my feet, I'm able to go ahead and pivot. So we're going to use that technique so that we can do a right or a left turn in a count of 4 or in a count of 2. So how is this going to work, guys? From here, I'm going to do my basic. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it in 8 counts, we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm still on the balls of my feet, but I'm not pivoting that much, so it's not that noticeable. But if I do it in a count of 4, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I come back. So every time I take a step, yes, I'm also grinding, twisting, pivoting with every step I take. That allows me to go ahead and do 360 degrees using each foot, not just one. Again, so we're doing in, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? If you zoom into my feet, you'll be able to go ahead and see that I'm going ahead and stepping 1, pivot, 2, pivot, 3, pivot, 4, pivot, in order to make it all the way around. Let's try that again. Basic, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And pivot, 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 back into the basic. The act of pivoting also allows you to do the turn very smoothly, as opposed to trying to clunk down like some of my uncles do. Sorry. Hi, uncle. Again, we don't want to go ahead and march our way through it. Instead, just pivot through it, and you'll be able to get through it very easily. The same technique is done when I try to do it in 2. But in 2, it's a lot faster. So from here, I'm going to step 1, 2, 3, 4, and pivot, pivot. I'm gone. So every one of my pivots is 180 degrees. Whereas in the other one, it's only 90 degrees. Make sense? It'll make more sense when we try this in music. Let's try that now, guys. Hang in there with me. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and take it first. I'm going to turn to my left and 8 count. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Now let's try to do it down in 4 count. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to me. Yep. Let's do it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to me. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to me. Let's try the other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Here we go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and try to do it in 2. Start with the left leg. We're turning to the left. Ready? Here we go. Again. Again. Step, you're back. Again. Step, and we're back. Let's try the other side. Go to the right leg. Ready? Step. Again. Step. Yeah. So don't forget, guys. We're going to do it in 8 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do it in 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do it in 2. 1, 2. Yes. All right. Don't make a choice. Now, in merengue, we also have open footwork. In other words, when it comes to a moment when you release with your partner, you're no longer holding on to each other as we do in closed position. When we are in open position, when we let go but the song is still going, we have an opportunity to do our own footwork, to do our own solo footwork, our own shines. Yes? And what we're going to do is start with a very basic shine. Yes? If you look at me sideways, I'll stand this way. We started with a basic step, and all I'm going to do today is start with the left leg, and I'm going to take 1 step forward. That's it. And then come back. So it's 1, 2, back into the basic right away. Left leg forward. I'm even going to go ahead and lower myself into it. That's it. See that? Left leg forward. That's it. And left leg forward. Good. Left leg forward. I can do the same thing with the left leg in the back. Left leg back. Left leg back. As I go back, you're going to notice whether I go forward or back, my right foot is just going up and down in the same spot. So from here, I do my basic, left in the same spot, left in the same spot, or back in the same spot. Back in the same spot. You got that one? That's an easy one for today, but don't panic. This is only part 1 of a 3-part series, and if we're going too fast, well, it's okay. You can go ahead and watch these videos on YouTube or on Facebook so that you can learn your own pace and at a time that's more convenient for you. Yes? And we want you to spread the word. But before we finish, I want to go ahead and bring the beautiful Bianca Soto back out so we can do it all. And you can join us too. Let's do a song, let's finish it up, and we'll see you at tomorrow's daily update. That's right. Woo! And tomorrow's Tuesday. It's Level 2 Tuesday. We'll be back for Level 2 classes tomorrow. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Escucha bien. Oye lo que me pasó. Anoche salí con los amigos, tuve un descontrol. Bebí toda la noche a lo trago y sin querer tomé demasiado. El tipo siempre a la casa ya me quema el sol. Ay, mi mujer peleando en la puerta y yo pidiendo cama porque se me reventaba la cabeza. Dale, pega, dale, ábreme la ventana, prendeme el aire, tráeme una botella de soda grande y háblame tipo voce, pega cuando me pegue hambre. Dale, pega, dale, tráeme la ventana, prendeme el aire, tráeme una botella de soda grande y háblame tipo voce, pega cuando me pegue hambre.
And of course, one down.
Déjame tranquilo, Johnny.
All right. We learn how to turn. Both left and right. In 8 counts. We're going to do it to the left first. Ready?
Anoche me fui con los amigos, tuve un descontrol. Bebí toda la noche a lo trago y sin querer tomé demasiado.
5, 6, 7, 1, 3.
Y tipo cerca a la casa me quemaba el sol. Me iba peleando en la puerta
Here we go.
y yo pidiendo cama porque se me reventaba la cabeza. Dale, pega, dale, ciérrame la ventana, prendeme el aire, tráeme una botella de soda grande, llámame el tipo dulce, bebé, cuando me pique hambre. Dale, pega, dale, ciérrame la ventana, prendeme el aire.